After the attack, I had no face. I wanted to die, but now I have a cause, and I'm a hope for others. My name is Natalia Ponce.
Natalia Ponce's life changed ever on March 27, 2014, when a man attacked her with acid, leaving her with severe becks. This atrocious act, fueled by preoccupation, not only scarred Natalia physically, but also burned a public roar against acid attacks in Colombia. Her fire underscores the horrifying reality of gender-grounded violence and acid attacks worldwide. Natalia's adaptability converted her particular tragedy into an important campaign for change, leading to significant legal reforms in Colombia. Early life and dreams. Natalia's knowledge began in Bogota, Colombia, where she was born into a world brimming with the vibrant culture and warmth that defines her motherland. Her knowledge was painted with the pictorial colors of her surroundings, recapitulating the manners and innocence of youth. Still, at the tender age of 3, Natalia faced her first encounter with adversity. An accident left her with becks, forerunning the challenges that lay ahead. Despite this reversal, Natalia's spirit remained unbroken. As she grew, so did her dreams. Natalia's world was one of bottomless possibilities. She developed a love for trip and an appetite to embrace the diversity of the world beyond the mountain-ringed horizon of Bogota. With each trip, her understanding of the world expanded, and her desire to leave a positive imprint on it boosted. Her bournes were as lofty as the Andean peaks, and she was determined to gauge them. Natalia's early career was marked by disquisition and a heightening sense of purpose. Each job was a stepping gravestone, an occasion to learn, grow, and prepare for the great unknown that lay ahead. Throughout this period of growth and discovery, Natalia remained nearly tethered to her roots. Her family, a constant source of strength, handed a bedrock of support. The values inseminated in her during her constructive times, adaptability, empathy, and determination, came the guiding principles of her life. Natalia's early jests, both the trials and the triumphs, shaped her into a woman of strength and substance, poised to make a meaningful impact in the world. Little did she know that her resoluteness would soon be tested in ways she could no way have imagined. Natalia's early life, a shade of dreams, bournes, and quiet fiber, laid the foundation for her remarkable trip. A cataclysmal return. The hankering for home is an important force, one that tugs at the heartstrings with an infectious pull. For Natalia Ponce, after a life-changing stint in London, the call to return to Colombia came too loud to ignore. London had been an adventure, an expansion of her middays, and a bold step into the vast world she so loved to explore. But, as the saying goes, east or west, home is stylish, and Natalia felt the glamorous pull of her motherland. With its familiar thoroughfares, domestic warmth, and the comforting grasp of her culture, Colombia ate Natalia back with open arms. Life in Bogota proceeded its normal pace, and Natalia embraced the simple pleasures of routine, family gatherings, and tardy ambles through the vibrant thoroughfares and premises of the megacity. Natalia's spirit of adventure no way waned, and she brought the same passion and zeal to her diurnal life that she had to her peregrination. Her jests in London had broadened her perspective, investing her relations and intentions with a new depth. She was erecting a life that straddled the familiarity of home and the expansiveness of her global outlook. The balance was assuring yet amping. Still, underneath the meter of everyday life, fate was quietly weaving its vestments, setting the stage for an event that would shatter this normality. Unknown to Natalia, her return to Colombia had set her on a collision course with a moment that would irrevocably change her life. The attack, March 27, 2014, began like any other day for Natalia Ponce. The sun rose over Bogota, casting its gentle light on the bustling megacity cradled by the Andean mountains. It was a day marked by the mundane measures of life, no different from the rest, until it was irrevocably altered by an act of unfathomable atrocity. In the late autumn, Natalia was at her hearthstone, comfortably swathed in the familiar surroundings of her home. There was nothing to suggest the horror that was about to unfold. A man approached her structure, someone she honored, a figure from her history who had been nurturing an unreciprocated preoccupation with her. Before she could completely comprehend the situation, the man unleashed his attack, dousing her with a liter of sulfuric acid. The chemical was grim in its assault, searing her skin and kindling an inconceivable conflagration of pain. In those original moments, confusion reigned, and Natalia's riots pierced the air, a visceral response to the unyielding agony that enveloped her. Her bushwhacker fled, leaving her in a chaos of pain and despair. The sharp liquid had left its mark, not only on Natalia's physical being, but also on the fabric of her life. In a moment, the line of her actuality had been altered, and the road ahead was now fraught with inconceivable challenges. The fate of the acid attack was a geography of physical and emotional desolation. Natalia Ponce, formerly a vibrant and ambitious woman, now faced the laborious trip of recovery. The sharp nature of sulfuric acid had left her with severe becks, challenging ferocious medical intervention and numerous surgeries. As Natalia grappled with the physical pain and defect, the emotional risk of the attack was inversely profound. The trauma ran deep, echoing in the recesses of her knowledge and reshaping her understanding of tone and the world. The scars, both visible and unnoticeable, bore substantiation to the harrowing fire she had endured. Amidst the wreckage of her former life, Natalia set up herself standing at a crossroads. The path of victimhood, though tempting, held no appeal for her flexible spirit. Rather, she chose the laborious path of survivorship, determined to reclaim agency over her narrative and crop from the murk of adversity. A lamp of stopgap. Natalia's trip from the depths of despair to getting a lamp of stopgap is a testament to her insuperable spirit. The scars that formerly represented pain and trauma converted into colophons of adaptability, chronicling a story of triumph over inconceivable odds. In the wake of her recovery, Natalia surfaced as an important advocate for change. Her voice, formerly stifled by the brutality of the attack, reverberated with a newfound strength. She became a symbol of adaptability, inspiring others to defy the constraints of their own rigors. Natalia's advocacy extended beyond her particular narrative. She became a hot contender against acid attacks, advancing her voice to the global chorus, demanding stricter regulations and harsher penalties for perpetrators. Her trip became a catalyst for legislative reforms in Colombia, addressing the intimidating frequency of acid attacks and furnishing a hint of stopgap for numerous others affected by analogous atrocities. Through her foundation, Natalia Ponce worked lifelessly to support survivors of acid attacks, offering not just medical backing, but also a lifeline of emotional support. The foundation became a sanctuary for those navigating the grueling path of recovery, a testament to Natalia's commitment to turning pain into purpose. Heritage of change. Natalia Ponce's life, marred by a heinous act of violence, stands as a testament to the transformative power of adaptability and advocacy. Her trip from victim to advocate reshaped the narrative girding acid attacks, forcing society to defy the harsh realities faced by survivors. The legal reforms prodded by Natalia's advocacy marked a significant step forward in the fight against gender-grounded violence in Colombia. Stricter regulations, increased mindfulness, and a shift in societal stations were part of the heritage she left before. Natalia's story became a rallying cry for change, a stark memorial that behind each statistic lies a mortal being with dreams, mourns, and an unyielding will to live. In the face of inconceivable adversity, Natalia Ponce surfaced as a force of nature, challenging the status quo and leaving an unforgettable mark on the fight against gender-grounded violence. Her heritage continues to inspire, a lamp of stopgap for those who refuse to be defined by the scars of their history.